You like that? Damn, that was super quick.
Oh.
What's going on, people? We
Hey.
are live.
Hello.
How are
My
you
favorite
doing?
people to talk to on a Friday morning.
So you're in South Carolina. Did I get that right? Because I get it
Yep.
mixed up sometimes.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. And it is noon for y'all, correct?
Yes.
Good.
12
So
o'clock.
so maybe we'll get some of those people that are on their lunch break. It's 11 o'clock here in San Antonio. Um, and I'm on my lunch, so I'm not like playing hooky, right? This is a thing. Uh, Angela, Christy, I am super grateful to y'all for coming on here and being like the first guest of this OG spotlight. What do you think about that?
Yes.
We're excited
Praise
too.
the roof.
Yes.
So what went through y'all's head when I first said, "Hey, what do y'all think about doing this thing on a Friday?"
Scared.
Yeah, that was probably the first thing I thought. Oh no, it's going to be live. Nobody can edit me if I say something silly.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
But I also thought it would be fun because I love watching you and Jen, and it's always live. And really, truthfully, it's cool to see people be real, right, and unedited.
And y'all
Yes,
are so good at it.
You are very good at it.
we got a
Yes.
lot of practice. We got tons of practice. And guess who's out there saying excited?
Jennifer, yay, Jennifer!
What's
I'm
going
so
on?
glad she's watching.
Yes. And so we also have Miss Emily Whitner from North Carolina. She says
Hey.
hello. How you doing,
Oh,
Emily?
hello.
Yeah. And so
Very cool.
all the folks out there, hit us in the chat. Like, let us know you're there so we can bring your comment up on screen. We're not going to bring you up on screen.
I
And
think we should.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from them.
yes, from all the people. Look
Yes.
at that. Look at that.
Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from.
Look at that. We got Steve Martin
there's
coming in from
Steve.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
So he says hashtag ballers. And the other day I read a comment
Oh my
about how
God.
much y'all like being recognized as ballers. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh my gosh. So I laugh every time somebody calls me that. I just want you to know because that's just not something I ever thought I was. I mean, I think in a way it's cool, but in a way I'm like, it's funny, just funny to me.
Yes, yes.
I don't think we really think of ourselves as that.
No, we don't.
No, we want to ride under the
Yeah.
spotlight and help others, lift others up in the spotlight.
Yeah, we want to lift the ballers up, and we just want to be
Yes,
down there
yes.
holding them.
No, I love that. And like that's exactly why this like the OG spotlight, the idea birthed. Because I think we were all hanging out in South Carolina when y'all were interviewing me. I think I've heard y'all have a podcast. Is that true?
We do have a podcast.
I thought
Women
so.
Talk Construction.
Women Talk Construction podcast. And the three of us were talking, and we were having a conversation around how uncomfortable it is to like brag and highlight, not brag, but highlight all the things that we're doing out there in the community and etc. And I'm like, oh man, like I need to create something so that I can brag on my people so I can get them all uncomfortable and embarrassed.
Yeah.
And so here we are with the OG spotlight. And y'all were like super courageous and brave to be the first victim. So I'm grateful to y'all for that.
Well, we don't feel like a victim. We're glad to
No.
be here for sure.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But we do like to be the one to spotlight others instead of ourselves, right?
Yes. Yes. But today, this morning, you are not going to get to escape from being spotlighted yourselves. Like, too bad. This is the way it's going to be. And so I'm going to go to the comments to recognize our folks out there. And then we're going to come back. So get ready because I'm fixing to make y'all blush.
I'm ready. Oh, gosh. I don't know about that.
Y'all, Steve Turner saying, great work, ladies. You're doing work. What's going on, Mr. Steve Turner, folks? Steve Turner with Bring Back the Trades doing amazing, amazing things.
Thank
He's
you.
on all the socials. Bring Back the Trades is on the socials. Y'all need to give him a follow, give him some support. You know, anybody that's looking for a scholarship that's in trade school, Bring Back the Trades is a place to go. We got Mr. Buddy Brumley. Y'all know. Have you ever met Buddy?
Hey, buddy.
He's the awesomest. How
Yes.
about this guy? Y'all know him?
Oh, Adam. He's my
Do
buddy.
we know him?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That's my buddy right there.
Oh, yeah. And then we got Mr. Jason Alexander Fernandez, who says he works in Oman, Muscat, and he's an Indian citizen from Kerala. Man, thank you.
Super
Oh, no,
cool.
not Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Jason, right? My old eyes don't
Yeah.
work.
Looks
Yeah.
like it.
Welcome. Thank you for chatting, letting us know you're here. And so now, all y'all folks out there, let us know how your Friday's going. We're halfway through, weekend's almost here. And now we got to like go ahead and embarrass Miss Angela and Miss Christi. What do you say?
Well, I'm ready.
Everybody back here said, yeah.
I'm ready.
So that's what's going to happen. And I don't know if y'all know that, but Jennifer knows this for sure. Like, you got to be careful what you tell me, because when you let me in on like little sneaky information,
I heard that.
I'm going to use it.
I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So let's just go ahead and go straight to it. What kind of great news do you have for us today? Because
Go ahead, Angela.
No, you go. I was only the one that kind of pushed it and manifested it. Right? We both, and then,
okay.
now you can, we both talked about it. It happened overnight.
Yes,
talk.
it did. So Elizabeth Markley, very good friend of ours, she's on the board of advisors for Women Confidence Builders. She called the other night and said that the Today Show here at local Channel 7 News, or local Channel 7, said that they wanted to do a series podcast or a series show on TV for women confidence builders and women talk construction. So we don't know a lot of the details, but we literally just talked about it the day before. Angela and I were like, we need to focus on what we want and what we need.
Yes.
And so we can just say it out loud and hope that it happens. And it literally happened the next day. So one of the things that we said is we need to be on shows, not because we want to be on shows, truly, because I don't. Like, this is uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
But what's happening around us and the people that are doing wonderful things needs to be out there, right? People
spotlighted,
need to know.
Right?
Yes. So that's why the OG spotlight was so important to us, because more people need to know what's going on and how many happy people there are based on some of the decisions that Angela and I made, and all of our tribe of wonderful folks that have been great supporters like you, Jesse, and Jennifer, and Adam.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that.
Oh, okay. Now I got questions.
So many things.
So first question is, did I hear you correctly that y'all are starting some kind of soap opera?
No.
A reality series?
No, not a reality series. No. We're just
Okay.
going to spotlight what we're doing on Channel 7 on the morning show. So
Okay.
it's going to be a little series, like a mini series. Like, we'll get on and talk about both Women Talk Construction and Women Confidence Builders, because it has made a huge impact in our community.
Okay. And okay, so you went from nothing, like zero.
Yeah.
Zero March of 2022, just a few months ago.
Yeah.
So March of 2022, y'all launched the podcast?
We lost
everything. Yeah.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women Confidence Builders was a little older. We had one event at that point, I think. Yeah. Or two.
Okay. Maybe. So let's brag about the Women Confidence Builders. I want to know all about that, because I don't know nothing except that y'all are a part of it, and it sounds super amazing.
It is pretty amazing. So I'm going to let Angela talk about it from her standpoint, because Laura and I were the ones that kind of took Women Construction Forum as a group of ladies that get together and we do really bad, cool things out there for the community. A bunch of women get together and we go and fix things, right? Build things. And when I saw the camaraderie and the unity that happened there, I felt like there were so many other women out there in entrepreneurship and other trades and other industries that also needed that, to feel that love. So that's how Women Confidence Builders really kind of got started. And so Laura Biggerstaff, she's literally on our podcast last Monday, or maybe this Monday.
Yeah.
So her and I started Women Confidence Builders, but now, because it has become such an entwined mission and vision of educating and mentoring and loving on people, we're all three actually doing it. And Women Confidence Builders it has its own website right now, but it's not actually out there live. So be watching for it, and we'll have everything that there is to know about it on there. But all we're doing, honestly, I'm just going to tell you what happens. We have amazing people in that room that love the fact that we're building up women and kids, and we've got kids coming to these events. And what I love about it the most is people like the Verizon executive director literally left there and said it's the happiest he's ever been. So that is what we're like really focusing on, is the happiness factor that happens at every one of these events. And we're just building confidence in people by showing them they have support, by showing them that there's a lot of people in that room that love them, and also showing them that you know, there's a journey. We've all been on it, and we're having these amazing people talk about their journey. And, even people that you'd never think have a confidence problem are standing up and just saying, hey, this is real, man. I still struggle with confidence, and he might be the president of a company and 60 years old, right? So it's just really cool to see those kids see the connections happening. The kids are watching us and getting their cards, and we're figuring out ways to get them plugged into the things that they love. And that's what's happening in that room. So that's my side of the story, but I would love to hear Angela's side, because she kind of came in and helped us, but she saw the need as well.
Miss Angela.
Well, yeah, sure. And you did mention the thing about Women Construction Forum, and I do have to say, the support that we found, right, Christy, was just,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was beyond what we could ever have imagined, and it was just with a few women,
Mm-hmm.
and then you created that through this Women Confidence Builders, and it's any women can come to it and be a
Yeah.
part of it. And it's just really real. It's authentic. And, there aren't many groups in our area that really just are about women in anything, whether it deal with personal or professional. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think that that's what really had impacted me, and the fact that it's limited and now we have it. And
Yeah.
the feeling you walk away from is just, you feel on top of the world. You feel you've got, all of these great people behind you. You're creating ideas and coming up with, I mean, just so many things get spun out from Women Confidence Builders, right? And
Yes.
and that's what we want to have happen.
And
Yes.
now,
So
we have a lot of men coming. In the last event, there was 350 plus people there. We had 20 vendor tables, and the energy was just, you walk in there and the energy is like mind blowing, right? And we had a photographer walking around, and I bet he got a dozen photos of people hugging.
we had
And
two photographers,
yes, we
right?
had two photographers, yes,
We
and a
need that
videographer
much
there, yes.
to capture the
And
moments.
yeah, and we had some amazing speakers. Rebecca Heiss was there, and she was talking about, we don't have to be afraid of lions anymore, and we need to get our brain really, really tapped into not being afraid of lions anymore. We don't have to walk around on the planet worrying if there's a lion going to eat our food
In
or eat
fear,
us or
right?
whatever. Yeah.
No
Yes.
And
fear.
so it was cool. But also we had our lieutenant governor there, and we're hoping for the governor of South Carolina for our next event in January. So we're really putting that out there in case anybody wants the governor to come talk. We would love to have him.
Or
We
Brene
do have
Brown, maybe.
yes,
Brene Brown.
great.
Oh, if Brene's coming, I'm definitely gonna be there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We would love
real.
to have her. We want her on our show. We've asked her to be on our show, but yeah, we really just want to put some really good positive energy out into the world. Like, there's a lot of negative things
Yes.
around us.
Yes.
When I started traveling, I even told Angela this. You find yourself in your house doing all the things during COVID, and then after COVID, you see that people are fearful and people are watching the news, right? And I was out traveling, the only person on an airplane, what it felt like at the time when COVID hit. I took this job, and I started meeting all these amazing people like you, Jesse. And I was
Yeah.
like, the world is not a bad place. But if
No.
you sit in
Yes.
your living room and you watch all the things and you hear all the stuff coming in, I was like, this is wonderful. Everybody needs to know these people, right?
Yeah.
So all of the people that we've been meeting, we're making sure that they get a chance to speak at these events. We're plugging them in with other folks that help them build their business. It's all about just lifting each other up and having a big heart while you do it,
And
right?
you're creating a curriculum, right?
Yes, and we're
To
working
put
on
in
a
the
curriculum
schools.
right now for the school. Yes. So junior high school curriculum, I think our first module, I'm going to keep that a secret. But it's good stuff,
It's
really
really
good stuff.
good.
We're very close to being ready, and lots of educators are super excited about it.
Yes.
So it's really exciting times right now. And I love how God has just poured the right people into our space at the exact right times with
Yeah.
the exact right experiences that are going to make things really change the world. And that's really where my passion came from to begin with. So I'm super happy right now. I go to bed every night going, woo, this is great.
Oh my goodness. So many things. I guess the first thing I want to say is like that's the whole idea of this show is we want to spotlight them OGs that are going to leave this world better than they found it. And
Yes.
it's not a comfortable thing. Everything y'all have talked about so
No.
far was created by you. Like it didn't exist before you put it out there.
Right.
And in March, and here we are, y'all are going to have your own Netflix series. Is that what I heard? No, y'all.
We would
But
like
y'all are
to have
gonna,
our own HGTV series
yes,
Maybe,
yes.
maybe.
and be on
That
lots
would
of
be great.
covers and be on the the Today Show in New York City.
Hey, we would definitely do a Netflix series in case there's anybody out there helping make that happen.
We sure would.
Look at Steve
Yes.
Martin, Today Show. Wow.
Yeah.
Steve
But
can
I
be
mean,
on it with us.
he'll play his guitar and
Yeah.
sing his
Yeah.
song. He's a damn good guitarist.
Oh, that's cool. I love both my family members play the guitar. I get to listen to it all the time. I love it, Steve. I'm glad.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
he wrote a song for the No BS tribe
Nice.
and performed it live. We have it on the YouTube channel, like on one of the live streams. He did it live. It was beautiful. It was amazing. So I want to give some love to the folks out there in the Omniverse. We got Miss Lynn Randall. She says hello from San Diego.
Hey, Lynn.
Hello.
What's going on, Lynn? Give her Lynn is super awesome. I was on the call with a group of us last night. She's so caring and like just genuine,
Nice.
real person. So give her
Love
a
San
follow.
Diego. Yes.
She's
and
I'll
she
be
said,
in San Diego next week, Lynn. Let's see. No,
uh-oh.
the week of the 17th at the Women in Residential Construction Conference.
Oh, there you go. Party time. Watch out. And then we have Diana Vanessa from Lima, Peru. So international, because y'all are fancy.
Well,
Hey.
Who else we got out here? We got
That's
Miss
cool.
Alex. She says, Christi and Angela, you two are amazing. Because
Thank you, Alex.
yes. She's
y'all,
so
that's
sweet.
somebody y'all know, huh?
Is she not saying she's saying that just because she has to? Is that right, Alex?
She's forced.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
And Alex actually works for us. She was on our podcast. So if you ever want to listen to her, she's great. 23 years old when she did the podcast, and she explained what mentoring meant to her. So very cool podcast to listen to. She's a great young lady. And I'm super excited to have her on my team.
Yes, beautiful. Okay. So Angela, you're not going to get away with it. Before Christi, like we opened up the gates and started talking about all the cool stuff, and you made a statement and you said, all I did was manifest it.
Well, I mean,
Let's hear about that. Because I think that's really important because there's a lot of people out there that have a beautiful idea and want to serve others, but getting off of zero, going from 0 to 1 is like the biggest, scariest step in the world. And you got experience with it, sister. You got to let us know. Come on.
well, all of us really do it. We just don't speak it, right? Or write it down on a piece of paper, or we're scared to tell others. Oh, I can't imagine how many times I've told people my ideas about things and it hasn't, I don't get the feedback I want to hear.
Yeah.
But, that's okay because eventually you will get the feedback you want to hear. And we know this, Christy and I do. You tell a bunch of women that you want to do something and it's pretty much going to happen. We don't know when, but
Right.
that's just been our experience. And I don't know, we just, you know, it just came to me. We needed to talk through it and say what we wanted to happen with this. And really, it's all about sharing all of these wonderful stories so that we can lift up our industry,
Yeah.
help more women be on boards, owners of companies in the construction, working on job sites, and have those also have the mindset of, the women that need to be there and how they need to be there and all of that, and it works well. I don't know. Now I'm kind of rambling, but
Good. No. Keep it coming because that's what people. Girl,
It's
here's the
wonderful.
thing. Like
It's
my buddy,
wonderful.
our friend Steve Martin, he says the awesomeness of being live, true authenticity and genuineness. You can't hide it.
Yes. That's
And there's so many people out there again that have an idea, and your voice, your authenticity right now, Angela, is going to speak to them. And like just by being up here and celebrating the amazing contributions that y'all have made and will make is going to add fuel to them. So you got to let it go. You got to tell them.
Well, I'm going to tell you, just do it. I've been living in a prison cell for a very long time before I chose to make a first step with the door open. The prison cell was sitting there and the door was open. I sat in the corner and didn't walk out because I was afraid of what was going to happen. Don't do that. You're doing the world a disservice. If you have an idea and you think it matters to the world and it's something that's really important to you and you're passionate about it, just do it. Right. And if you fail, we failed a lot when we started. We did a lot of things wrong. I'd never planned an event. We'd never done a podcast. Like, we failed. Like, we were scolded by our audio engineer regularly, I mean, but you know what? We learned from it and we got better. And that growth alone makes me want to make mistakes all the time now. Like, it changed my whole mindset. I'm outside the prison. I've knocked the prison walls down, literally, and just like, hey, if that's going to make me grow, I'm going to do it. And that's what I really want to encourage, especially the next generation of people, is just do it, right? There's a world of people out there. Everybody that's on this comment string, and Angela and I, and all the women and men that are supporting both of these initiatives, literally are behind you. There's going to be somebody in our network that wants to lift you up. If you need help with an idea, I promise you, just speak it and make it happen.
You got me fired up, girl.
Sorry, I got super excited.
Yes. So we got Miss Emily. She's telling us she's a recruiter in the construction industry, and she would love advice in finding and helping women grow their career in construction. It's a huge passion project for her. What do y'all got?
Well, I think she's already doing it.
She is.
I follow her on LinkedIn, right? So she doesn't need any advice from us. She's doing it.
I love it. Great.
And we
job,
give her
Emily.
social love. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you're that passionate about it, please get on Women Talk Construction's forum. Introduce yourself. There's a lot of young ladies that are in that group, and it's a trusted group of amazing people like Jesse and Jennifer, and a lot of the executives that we know are on there. And we are just helping each other and encouraging each other, but connecting people with the right people so that they're finding mentors and they're finding a way to find other jobs. And if they're not happy in their job, we're finding mentors that are able to help them stay or help them find another position or find their core values with them. There are women and men that really want to help you stay in the field. And Emily, it sounds like you would be like the great facilitator of those things. So please come on board with us. We would love it.
Partner up. We got to build that.
Because I'm not a recruiter. So you're going to know way more things than I do about being able to recruit.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be,
Yeah.
it's interesting because y'all have seen this with our No BS with Jen and Jess. Have y'all heard of that show?
Yes, we love it.
We love that show. Yeah.
So what we're starting to see, well, we've been seeing this is representatives from different firms, competing organizations are sharing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like 5 years ago, we weren't going to share nothing, right? We were very like, this is proprietary knowledge. It
Mhm.
really is, and everybody's doing the same damn thing. But now people are sharing in an effort to transform the industry, to make it a
Mhm.
better place for all the men and women out there that are doing the damn work. And that's why I love what y'all are doing, because it's important and meaningful work. And because you gave me the special privilege of being the first on something. What is it? I don't really remember. Y'all got like a YouTube channel coming up.
Yes.
Angel's like almost afraid to say it. Yeah, so
Slowly coming up.
So Jesse was our first YouTube channel live in Greenville, South Carolina, guest, and it was fun. We were in front of the Reedy River, and I can't wait to get it out there for y'all to see.
And we hope to
Awesome.
have more of those and more
Yes.
of them on job sites with people, even showing what they're doing and
Yes.
sharing their story in that light. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
we're
tell you what,
excited.
it's easy to like just talk to y'all. Like y'all could really
Aw.
y'all could talk me into anything, and that's dangerous.
Really? Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah.
we should use that skill
Remember.
for something.
Oh, and now there's evidence. I should have said it. Son of a- Well, so we got Miss Lynn. She says, Christy, she's not going to be in San Diego,
Oh, bummer.
but
Oh.
she's going to be in New Orleans. So I'm going to get to hang out with her in New Orleans.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun. Yes, and
That's
that's coming up.
awesome.
Construction
Good for
Inclusion
you.
Week.
Is
We're
it?
very excited about that.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
We're
What is that? The
participating.
17th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Very excited.
And then we have my wand who says he's thrilled to be here. Outstanding podcast. Thank you,
Aw.
brother.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Cool guy. He's up in Turkey.
Aw.
Okay. So I heard something about Dolly Parton.
Yeah. So we're hoping Dolly Parton recognizes Women Confidence Builders and Women Talk Construction, because what we're doing for the kids, right? She loves to give away books. And we haven't written a book, but we had somebody throw that out there to us the other day, and now we're considering it. So we just have a really good friend who's going to make an introduction and let Dolly know these great events that we're having, and so that she can attend. We would love to have Dolly there and speak. Lots of really good things happening, and people, like I said, you come to one of these events and you don't even believe that there's anything bad happening in the world. That's what I love about it so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of people like the three of us on here that aren't talking about all the negative things that are going on. We're focused on the future, focused on the next generation of kids that really need to see goodness in people, and goodness in, trusting us, and goodness in knowing that whatever career path they take, there are people out there that love them and want to hold them up.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome stuff.
So there's another thing that I know y'all are both kind of guilty of or responsible accomplices for sure. It's what's it called? Skilled Trades Alliance.
Trades Alliance. Yes.
What's going on there?
So Adam Hoots, I said earlier that he's my buddy. He's really my buddy. He is the chair of Skilled Trades Alliance. I get to be the co-chair. I got unanimously voted in, and I wasn't even there. So that was cool. But I would do anything that Adam really needed me to do, because he is a stand-up human being, and I think a lot of him. But what we're doing together with Jesse and Jennifer Castenson from Build Exact.
Yep.
And let's see who else is on that.
And Al.
Now, Al Boulding, one of my other favorite humans, like my favorite humans are on that board.
And
We're all
Laura.
making dynamic changes and pulling all the skilled trades together, highlighting those workforces, and hopefully soon we're going to have an award ceremony for those folks that are
Yay.
having, some really great progress with skilled trades and pulling people into our workforce. So that's kind of our future project, but we really are trying to make a big impact there.
Yes. And Angela, you're kind of hiding over there, pretending like you had nothing to do with it. I heard through the grapevine that you played a role in this thing kind of getting off the ground. Another one of those seeds that you've planted that have grown into something tremendous.
Yeah. Well, but there were other people that did it too.
Yeah. So you're not going to be the only one that gets prosecuted. We're of course going to give attention, but we're bragging on you, girl. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, I mean, it's just natural. I just do things because I love it, and I think that there's a need, and that's it.
I
So,
love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm just really good at shouting out loud from the rooftop.
Yes.
Like, I feel the same way Angela does, but because we've needed this for 50 years,
Yes.
since I am a talker and I am kind of annoying sometimes, I think that this is where my voice belongs, right? Like, I'm
100%.
passionate about it. And so Angela like plants the seeds and Christi goes and yells at the rooftop.
Yeah,
hey, there
It
we
worked out
are. That's our
really good.
tagline.
that's it. That's it. And
So-
Jennifer says, of course, right? Typical response from real change makers. You prefer to stay under the radar. And so that's like perfect. That's why we're having the OG spotlight, right?
Yeah.
We're spotlighting the people that are out there putting in effort, putting themselves at risk, getting way out of their dang comfort zone in service to others. Like,
Right.
That is so cool. And
Yeah.
men and women are doing it in our
Yeah.
industry and supporting each other. And that's
Yes.
what we need, right?
That's
Mhm.
exactly it.
I
Yep.
love it.
I got to tell you something that Jennifer told me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so she was at our second event. I have to throw this out there. She came to our second ever event all the way from Texas. And Adam and Al were there, and they were doing some speaking about why it was so important for women to have confidence. We loved it. It was so amazing. And they had the whole room laughing, right? But afterwards, Adam set up a call with Jennifer, and she said something to me that I'll never forget. And the reason I shout from the rooftops is not because I wanted to. It was because of something Jennifer said to me. She said, "You need to not criticize what happened at that event today," because I said something like, "I could have done this," and instead of relishing in the idea that it was a great event, I was making excuses for what I could do better, right? And that's one of the things that we really are not good at as humans, especially humans that want to help other people, is shouting out, right? But she said, "I want you to take the entire day today and relish in the fact that you just did something amazing."
Mm.
And I was like, wow. She said, "You need that. It mattered what you did today. I saw the room. I saw the people." And it really, really, really hit home for me. Like, why can't I do that? I got to figure this out, because
Yep.
if I don't keep doing this and I let things scare me back into the jail cell with the open door, then how are any of us going to make a difference? Right?
100%.
Right?
100%.
Like, yeah, I didn't do everything right. I've never planned an event in my life, and there was 130 people there and we sold out.
Bam.
So no, it wasn't right. And I didn't get any sleep for a month, but I literally wanted to crawl under a rock. But after Jennifer said that to me, I also wanted to get out from underneath the rock and do this,
Yes.
So thank you, Jennifer. Like, you have been very instrumental in helping me keep my head in the right space.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell you thank you.
Amazing. And that's it, right? We are better together.
Yeah.
So, folks, y'all need to go check out Women Talk Construction, the podcast, womentalkconstruction.com. And here very soon, Women Talk Construction on the YouTube. Guess who's going to be on there first?
And Jesse did look pretty nice that day.
Yes.
Yeah, the weather was beautiful. I took
beautiful.
a shower. Like, it was a big deal.
I took a shower.
Mr. Greg says grassroots will win the battle.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I feel like unless y'all got some more stuff y'all want me to brag about, I feel like maybe we go to closing thoughts and let y'all get back to work.
I think we highlighted a lot. We don't want
We
to keep
did.
it forever, but we got a lot of things going on. Women Talk Construction, obviously. It's going to go to a lot different places than just a podcast. We started doing some consulting and just
speaking.
helping owners realize what they can do to make their environment a culture where women want to come to work and stay at work.
And keep them there, right? Retain
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And Christy, we might want to just say that a lot of that we don't share a lot on, on social is a lot of these women and men that are getting on our podcast are seeing behind the scenes their lives are changing.
Yeah.
And that's really
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this. So
well, and the other thing I want to mention is all of this started from the fact that 84 Lumber hired me to be handle their women-owned business. And from an entrepreneurship level, like that's really big in Angela's heart. They let me lead my department in a way that and they trusted me to do that, right? And what evolved from that was we help a lot of women and minorities build their businesses and grow their businesses by helping them get certified, guiding them, that kind of thing. And that literally was the spark that led to a lot of other things, right? So I met a lot of women, we met a lot of minorities, we found out all their challenges. And when we found out the challenges, there was no way for 84 Lumber Company, a construction building supply company, to meet the need of everyone. And that's where all of these women and men came together to make things happen, where we could do the same thing right here in our local community, but then we could also get on a podcast and the whole world's listening now. We have like close to 3,000 listeners now in just a few months, and we don't pay for advertising. But we do love sponsors on our podcast so that we can keep the bills paid in the background. We have an amazing audio engineer if people listen to our podcast. So I think it's really important to say that, it really does matter who you surround yourself with.
yes, it
You
does.
are the top 5 people you spend the most time with. The fact that Maggie gave me an opportunity to be able to do what my heart's desire was and still do my job. I think we all need to be thinking about that from an executive level, right? Where are your people? What are they capable of? And give them the tools to be who they are, and the promise they were intended to be is what Jesse said. So that is important. I say it a little differently, but it's so true. So, maybe you hire somebody that doesn't want to get at the top of the mountain, but they are darn good at the middle of the mountain. Don't give them the same mountain, right? Give them a different mountain. Let them find their journey and make something wonderful out of it. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, and I do have to give a shout out to the company where I get, that supports me in doing this is Hill Electric. I mean, I wouldn't be here and doing this without my team believing in this effort. And that's really cool too.
Yes.
So and that's the thing, is there's amazing companies out there. And I'm grateful to both of these Hill Electric and 84 Lumber for supporting y'all and giving y'all the space to come up here and be on the OG spotlight.
Yeah.
That's so happy that y'all are like the first.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Mr. Buddy tells us it does matter. You both are so great and spread positive thoughts to both men and women. Absolutely do.
That's what we want to do. Thank you. Buddy.
Yes. And for everybody else out there in the Omniverse, thank you for being a part of the first OG Spotlight with Christy and Angela. And we're going to be here every other Friday with some other OGs. So all the OGs out there, let's support each other.
Yes.
Let's continue to serve. And like Christy said, let's continue discovering the promise that we're intended to be.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all take it easy.
That means we're number 1, right?
Number one. Absolutely. We'll see all you people next time. Ooh,
Bye.